in a game, and it is a much changed side, but there's some big names nonetheless. Garnacho's been coming off the bench regularly in the Premier League and impressed. Malaysia, Martinez, Maguire, Delort all playing regular games, albeit Maguire not so much recently. McTominay and Fred, Anthony, Heaton and Elanga as well, to be fair, are household names, you could argue. I suppose the least known player on there will be Mainu. Corner comes in for Charlton, comes to the back post, and that's a fantastic punch away by Heaton, and then there's a volley in from the edge of the box which was tame and gathered comfortably. But he did well there to stretch over the man without committing the foul. Goes down the left hand side. That's some nice play by Garnacho. He's got round his man beautifully, teams up well with Malaysia. Now plays it across the edge of the box for Anthony. McTominay sweeps it to his left. Mainu back to Elanga, shot blocked. Played out of the box by Charlton. Picked up just shy of the halfway line by Manchester United, and as they look to get back up the pitch, the referee stops play because there's an injury here, and he wants to give a little bit of attention to the Charlton man. Trying to work out who it is on the ground, and it's from the corner, and it's when Heaton punches the ball away, he's caught the man. Just a little bit of concern here. It's Clare, the right back, who's down, and he does have a face mask already, so there'll be a little bit more concern than usual. But I think Heaton wins the ball, punches it away, and the defender goes to head the ball, which is now obviously not there, basically heads the arm of Heaton. So he's being assessed by the medical team, and they'll not want to lose anybody so early in the game, Charlton, not least because it will affect the game plan. Well, Charlton are no danger to a giant killing this year. They beat Brighton in the last round, albeit on penalties, but they'll be happy to do the same again tonight, I'm sure. They're already without the fullback Mandela Egbo. They'll not want to have another fullback out injured here in Clare. Even O'Connell's missed out. He played for the first time since October in Saturday's win over Lincoln. Didn't make it tonight. Maynard Brewer only just made it. He was out with concussion but was assessed today. Lots of defensive problems for Charlton. We are now back underway at Old Trafford. Here's Elanga on the left, plays it into Fred. Fred goes back into the centre circle here with Maguire. He threads it out to the right hand side for Anthony. That's a nice 1-2 with Delort. Then he plays it into McTominay in the box, who has to dig the ball out from under his feet, plays it out to the right hand side, and the ball comes in. It's over everybody. This will be picked up by Raksaki. He tries to make some space down the right hand side. He's fouled, and that'll be a free kick against Garnacho and to Charlton. So Mainu, I mentioned earlier, is the only player really whose name doesn't jump off the team sheet for United. It's his senior debut for the club. 17-year-old. He was born just down the road in Stockport. Charlton take the free kick and go down the right hand side. United again have picked it up. Charlton keep going long as you'd expect, and also as you'd expect, United locking it up. They've won the ball back on the right, and it's a clever ball from Morgan down the right, pushed out for a throw-in by United. They've managed to advance further up the pitch. Leeburn is wanting the ball and not receiving it, and Clare is still weighing up his options with the ball in hand. Charlton to keep possession. Back to Maynard Brewer, who's come halfway through the Charlton half and hits this one long. Charlton wants a free kick there on Morgan, who they feel was tripped when he lost the header by Martinez. But referee unmoved. And the ball is out for a throw-in on the far side. It's again to Charlton, just past the halfway line. It's thrown down the line and turned behind by Malaysia. And again, Charlton getting more and more ground. They're now midway through the United half with this throw-in. It's thrown into Dobson. Trying to twist around Fred. He's managed to release the ball here for Ness, who's gone back to Innes, who goes all the way back to Maynard Brewer. Tries to hit it long down the left-hand side here, looking to release Blackett-Taylor, but headed away by Delort. And now Maguire's being forced back towards his own box, turns it back out to Delort. Back to Maguire again, just outside the 18-yard box. Comes through the middle, and then pings a long ball out to the left-hand side, and again it's pinpoint accuracy. And now here's Malaysia trying to get round Clark. It's played back to McTominay, and now Fred across to Anthony on the far side, who curls a beauty into the back of the net from 20 yards, giving United the lead. That is a lovely finish. Manchester United 1, Charlton Athletic 0. Well, it's a lovely finish, but he had the space, and it was always going to go for one from range today. He likes to showboat, and he's found the back of the net. And you could argue that in the Premier League, no disrespect to Maynard Brewer here, but a more advanced goalkeeper probably saves this. But you play what's in front of you. Again, the defence would have probably closed him down quicker in the Premier League. But you play what's in front of you. He had the space, he picked his spot, and he's killed in a lovely effort over the goalkeeper and into the back of the net. And the problem with these mixed match games in the Cup is if the stronger side, particularly when they're at home, take the lead early, it can be a real slog to get through the 90 minutes. And 21 minutes in, United have their breakthrough. Charlton look a little bit shaken by that. They've just taken the centre kick, I should say. It's gone back into the hard defence, turned out to the right and out for a throw into United. That's not how they would have liked to have started the comeback. So they've given United possession straight away after conceding, and now they can't have a break from that pressure. They've got to defend it all over again. Anthony, 1-2 with Delort, into Fred. Fred in the middle of the Charlton half, plays it back into the centre circle for Martinez. Sweeps it left-footed forward to, I think that's Mainoo on the ball there. Out to Anthony on the right. Into Fred. Fred looking to switch the play here, decides in the end to play a tame ball to Martinez. He's in the middle of the Charlton half, continues his run, drops it to the left-hand side, and there's space here for Garnacho. Comes to the edge of the box on the left-hand side, drops it back to Malaysia, into Delort, back to Malaysia, good run, plays it across the 6-yard box, and it's blocked and turned away by Charlton. Well, that was a very well-worked chance there from Malaysia. Garnacho on the edge of the box, plays it back to Martinez. Martinez out to the left-hand side, and chance here again for Garnacho, drops it to Malaysia, who digs it into the far post looking for Anthony, who loses the aerial battle. He's gone down holding his head, in fact both players have. So the referee surely is going to stop play here. Sessignon, I think, is the man down for Charlton. Is indeed Sessignon. They both went for the ball. They just clashed heads. So the referee will have to stop play here. Let both players be assessed. Well, Charlton are mid-table in League One. They're 12th at the moment, but they've played more games than all the teams beneath them, really. They've played 25, and everyone beneath them's played 22, 24, 24, 24, 24, 24, all the way down to 19th place Morecambe, who've also played 25. And it does mean that if everyone beneath them won their games in hand, they would actually drop all the way down to 18th in the table. So perhaps something of a false position. And it just shows what a mountain to climb Dean Holden has taken on with the Addicts. And the golfing class here tonight. It might look like a mid-table League One team. Realistically, they're more bottom half. But they've given a decent showing so far. We're back underway now. Both players okay to continue. Malaysia has the ball on the left, looks to try and play it into the box. And that will be easily snuffed out by the goalkeeper Maynard Brewer. Rolls it out to Ness, and now Sessignon on the left hand side, cuts in field, hits a ball over the United defence. Heaton gets there first at the edge of his box, ahead of the oncoming Leebird and Blackett Taylor. Rolled out to Martinez. Charlton are being too respectful to United here, giving them far too much space and time on the ball, and they need to do something about that. Down the left hand side, Malaysia. Garnacho, it's back to Fred now. And now Maguire. Down the right with Anthony. Sessignon gets back to hold him off. He's played it back to Dalot again in acres of space here. Forward to Ilanga. Turn that left to Anthony, now back into Maguire. Across to Martinez. This is in the middle of the half. That's a beautiful ball through to Garnacho. Split the defence. Great timed run from Garnacho as well. Drops it back to the edge of the box. And there's too much hesitancy from McTominay. And he's given the ball away. He's won it back though. It was a bit of a heavy touch from Blackett Taylor. And now Anthony's given it away to the self-same Blackett Taylor. And it's a throw-in now. I'm not sure which way that went because it hit both players. And it's going to go to Charlton Athletic. The throw is taken and possession is given away. Here's United in their own half. Fred in the centre circle, chips it directly down the middle, looking to try and release Ilanga in the box. It's headed away, might be picked up by Garnacho here. It's not, it's turned away by Innes. United pick the ball back up on the halfway line. It's played to Maguire in the centre circle. Goes across to Diego Dalot. Sweeps it left for McTominay. Down the left hand side for Malaysia. Comes towards the edge of the box. That's a brilliant challenge from Clare. And it's out for a United throw-in. He's done well there, just to anticipate the movement from United. And he was there. Got the ball away. Throw-in taken. McTominay plays it into the centre circle with Maguire. Now Martinez back to McTominay, who's fouled there just outside the centre circle in the Charlton half. Free kick to United, 28 minutes gone. Manchester United 1, Charlton 0. Free kick's taken and it's chipped out to the left hand side. Here's Malaysia. Plays it back to Garnacho. Now Martinez is midway through the Charlton half, slightly to the left of centre. Plays it into the centre here with Maguire. Forward to Dalot. Now Martinez, he's got lots of space here in the Charlton half. And then when he's closed down, he turns it back to Maguire in the centre circle. Maguire threads it through to McTominay. Out to Delort. And now Fred, who's basically at right back at the moment, plays it down the line to Anthony. Back into Fred, and now McTominay in a central position. Tries to squeeze it through there, looking for Mainu. And it's stopped by the defence, turned out to the left, and now Charlton try and go from left to right. It's intercepted by Malaysia, and now Man United do have lots of space here. Here's Garnacho, gets into the box, cuts along the edge. Good challenge in from Clare to get the ball away. United pick it up again on the halfway line with Martinez. Chips the ball over to the right hand side, looking for Fred. It's overhit and out for a goal kick. United just being patient and biding their time, waiting for an opportunity. And they know they'll get plenty of them if they stay organised. As they have so far. Charlton take the goal kick short. And it's Ness who comes out the box. It's down the left hand side here with Sessegnon. Turns it in field, and Blackett-Taylor with a lovely turn there to take his defender away. Slips it in looking for Leeburn, and is slid away by United and out for a throw in there from Martinez. Half an hour gone. Charlton with just the one shot in the game, and it was on target, but it was tame. Can they carve out another opportunity here? The thrown's taken. Maguire turns it to McTominay. The referee's just stopped play because there was a head injury there. As Leeburn went for the ball from the throw-in, Maguire won it, but Leeburn took a knock to the head, so the referee just assessing him. And he will be fine to continue. So play back underway. United come forward. McTominay down the left hand side here for Garnacho. Gets to the edge of the box. Plays it into the D for Mainu. Drops it for McTominay. 1-2. Mainu didn't have the guts to shoot, I don't think, there. And the ball is given away. This is a nice run here by Dobson. He's chipped it over his man. Picked it up the other end. Goes around Martinez easily. Plays it to Blackett-Taylor on the left. Blackett-Taylor's got to get around Diego Dalot here. Gets into the box. Goes to the left. It's been seen out by Dalot. He plays it back. And it's dinked in first touch by Fraser. And Raksaki will jump up for the header on the far post, but he's lost out there and it's going to go out of play for a goal kick. Well, that was good again from Charlton. When they get the ball down and run on the wings, they've been looking okay. Goal kick taken. And it's short to Maguire, across to Martinez. Martinez threads it through the middle. Elanga just drops it to the teammate. That's beautiful play, and it's released Anthony on the right hand side, who cuts into the box. His shot's blocked at source by Sessegnon. Anthony picks it up outside the box though to try again. And he's been seen out right to the throw-in line here. And eventually plays it down the line for Dalot. Sweeps it to the edge of the D for Fred. There's a challenge in on him. That's going to be a foul against Morgan, and this is a free kick in shooting territory, you feel, for Manchester United. It's a little bit central perhaps. I think it's in line with the right upright as the striker of the ball looks at the goal. I would say give or take an inch, it's pretty much in line with the post. So this is it's not a bad angle. It's a pretty good angle in truth. Diego Dalot still down. I think he's got a bit of a dead leg. He's just shaking the muscle there. Physio will come on and assess the situation. Wan-Bissaka is immediately getting ready to come on. It looks like they're going to take no chances tonight with any players, Manchester United. Well, this is the 60th meeting between the two sides. It's the first meeting since February 2007. United have won the last 10 matches, 12 of the last 13. They've got the better of Charlton in that respect, and United are forced into an early change. Diego Dalot makes way for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. They've only ever met once in the League Cup, though. That was a 5-1 victory to United in 1974 at Old Trafford. Fred is stood over the ball, and he hits it left-footed over the wall. Oh, it hits the post and bounces away. Garnacho, I think, will get there first, outside the box on the left-hand side. He's been held out there by Raksaki. Plays it back to McTominay, and now back to Garnacho on the left wing. Plays it into Maguire, and Fred midway through the Charlton half. Chips it into the box, it's overhit, and that's out for a goal kick. What an effort this was by Fred. He's hit it onto the near post, he's whipped it over the wall, and it hits the upright. The keeper's beaten there. If that's an inch to the left, that's in. A well-struck effort, bouncing, cannoning off the upright, and Charlton breathe a sigh of relief, and they come down the right-hand side here. Here's Morgan, cuts in field, and still goes here, and then fouled, and a free kick given to Charlton, and this is again a decent position for a free kick, and it is a couple of yards outside the D, very central, ever so slightly to the left. But as we know, in these positions, a couple of yards left or right can make all the difference. And it was a great run by Raksaki to create that opportunity just as he looked to pull the trigger. Taken down. United frantically organising their wall. I think they know this is in a very good position. This one, ironically, is level with the opposite side, the other post. It's on the left of the striker. Morgan is stood over the ball, as is Fraser. And United probably know as well. Charlton will have been thinking, we need to maximise set pieces if we've got a chance in this game. Morgan steps up and he hits it wide of the near post. Wasn't a bad effort, he got too much curl on it, to be honest, but I think Heaton would have been level to it, in truth. He was expected near the near post. Charlton were hoping to double bluff, I think, there, but it was off target anyway. Here's Maguire, gets to the halfway line and dinks it out to the left again to Garnacho. He's enjoying playing those long balls out to the left today. Comes to McTominay, who tries to play it back down the line to Garnacho. It's out for a throw-in. United perplexed as to why that's gone Charlton's way, but it's quite obvious to me. Thrown in short, Dobson turns it back to Clare, who hits it down the right-hand side. Malaysia's there to stop it, and then a good challenge comes in. The loose ball is picked up again by Charlton. Dobson plays it forward, Clare helps it on, and then, is that a foul? Looks a foul to me. Referee's given it. He took a while, but Morgan wins the free kick for Charlton. Malaysia went in late, caught the shin. Referee thought about it and then gave it. Just watching it back, and Morgan basically went to... You can see why Malaysia is frustrated by this, actually. When you watch it in slow motion, as Morgan goes to volley the ball, Malaysia slides in and gets a touch on the ball, pushes it away from Morgan, who then boots Malaysia in the ankle. But the free kick goes Charlton's way. It's hit long to the left-hand side, too long, and it's out of play for a United throw-in. Wan-Bissaka takes it quickly. Maguire receives it, runs past Leeburn and plays it to his left to Martinez. He's gone past the halfway line on the left of the centre circle. Threaded forward for Garnacho, who slips, and the ball is given away, and now Charlton will break down the right-hand side. They've gone past the halfway line here. Here's Raksaki, and still Raksaki goes down the wing. and eventually he's stopped by Malaysia, who did really well to just nip in between him and the ball there and win it back. It's played down the left hand side, looking for Garnacho, turned out by Dobson, and now Garnacho will take the throw in on the halfway line, throws it back into his own half with Malaysia. He drops it to Martinez. Martinez takes the step forward, has a look, still walks forward, then chips a long ball over the top, looking to try and play in Garnacho. It's headed away. Anthony might pick this up, but he can't get there in time, and Fraser hoofs it long on the halfway line. Liebern battles in the air. The loose ball picked up by Martinez, headed away and given away to Fraser, who chips it over the top, looking for Liebern again, but Heaton will get there first. Rolled out to Malaysia, down the left hand side for Garnacho. Garnacho is waiting for options and walks, turns and plays it back to McTominay. Now Fred, back to McTominay on the left of the centre circle here for United. Sweeps it across to Maguire inside his own half, forward to Fred, and then Fred plays it quickly to Mainu, and there's a little nudge there. Referee gives the foul. It's taken quickly by Mainu, and now Anthony receives it on the right wing, plays it back into Mainu. Mainu cuts inside, runs towards the middle. It's a quick 1-2 with him and Ilanga, and it's given away, and now Charlton, in what's become a real end-to-end game in the last couple of minutes, will break away. Long ball played in by Fraser, looking to try and release Liebern, and it's a brilliant slide challenge from Martinez to stop it. McTominay picks up the loose ball, comes towards the halfway line, plays it into Mainu. Mainu looks up, drops it to the right hand side for Anthony. Back to Wan-Bissaka, and now Fred in the centre circle looks up, hits a lovely left-footed ball, trying to cut the defence, and it's a great stop by Ness. Now Innes forward to looking for Fraser, who was off balance, and it's come to Wan-Bissaka, plays it to Fred, back to Wan-Bissaka midway through the Charlton half, on the right hand side here with Anthony. Anthony looks up, he's got options, he's got space, but he wants to try and cut inside if he can. He's given the ball away poorly there, Anthony. And now Sessegnon looks up, switches the play to the right hand side, touchdown by Raksaki, drop back to Clare. Now Innes being closed down by Elanga, drops it to the right again to Clare, down the line again for Raksaki, and under pressure he's put the ball out for a throw in. They really just hit that long there, Charlton, but they're trying to tap it out from the back, and it's been undone by United. Throw-ins taken, received by Garnacho, dropped to Martinez, 1-2 back to Garnacho, 3 back to Martinez, looks up, plays into the centre circle. Here's Maguire. Maguire puts his foot on the ball, weighs up his options, drops it to the left for Martinez. 1-2 with Fred, and a 1-2 with Malaysia, and now back to Martinez again, who's on the left hand side now. Plays it back to Malaysia on the centre spot. Malaysia steps forward, plays it to the left hand side for Garnacho, comes in field midway through the Charlton half, sweeps it level to Fred. 1-2 with Malaysia, and now Maguire involved as well, played out to the right hand side here to Anthony. Anthony goes past Sessegnon, gets into the box, decides to try and cut back, should have chipped it in there, drops it to Wan-Bissaka, who's just inside the box, plays it out to the edge with Anthony, who tried to do the audacious and slipped and made himself look silly. And now Charlton can break, and this is on Anthony. If this goes in, it's played to the right hand side, it's not the best pass, and Malaysia will snuff that out and save any further embarrassment for the United winger. It's played back to Heaton. I assume there's a... No, there isn't a stoppage in play. Sorry, everybody just started walking. I thought the referee must have blown for something, but no, it was just United having a breather. The ball's now played to the left hand side for Garnacho. Some good footwork, gets him into the box, goes for it for a tight angle, should have played it across. Very similar to the last outing, and that is out for a goal kick. 43 minutes gone. Just had the latest foul count come through. United with 4, Charlton with 3. And it's United 1, Charlton 0 as we edge towards half time. Charlton growing into the half, probably half time coming at the wrong time for the visitors. They've started in the last few minutes playing with a bit of courage in attack, snuffing things out as United have started showboating and making silly errors in attack as well. So it's not been too bad defensively just recently for the London side. Goal kick hit long, Maguire heads it down, picked up by Dobson, plays it to the right for Raksaki. Chipped over the top now, and Martinez will get there first and turn this back to Heaton. First touch ball out to Maguire. Maguire first touch to the left-hand side for Martinez. Just outside the box on the left, he plays it to Malaysia. So 1-2 back to Martinez, who hits it long, left-footed down the left-hand side. Garnacho can only chest it down to an Addicks player. And now Charlton in possession. Into Hobson. Back to Clare. Clare with a lovely ball into the middle to wrong foot Ilanga. And now it's helped on to Sessignon. No rhyme intended. Down the left-hand side here with Blackett-Taylor. Looks to try and get round Wan-Bissaka as a last-ditch challenge, and it's a goal kick given. I thought that was going to be a foul, if not a corner. And Charlton will be devastated that they got neither. Well, the replay's no help either, to be honest. Need to see that in slower motion, but the referee didn't have that advantage, so neither do we. United get us back underway, playing it out from the back again. Martinez, Malaysia, back to Martinez. Oh, it's a beautiful turn to take Fraser out of the question. And now Fred in the centre circle, out to the right hand side for Wan-Bissaka. Can United double the lead here just before added time? Anthony, Wan-Bissaka, not the best link up play you'll see, but it eventually worked. Anthony into Ilanga. Wan-Bissaka again, back to Anthony, just outside the box, plays it to his left. Here's McTominay from 30 yards, plays it to Fred, who's square. Fred doubles back, drops it to McTominay, turns and plays it to the right hand side for Wan-Bissaka. Sustained build up here from United. Here's Anthony, he's being held off by his man, tries to play it again. He's tried the audacious outside of the boot flick, and he's given it away. And now Charlton break again. He can't keep doing this. It's a decent breakaway for Charlton down the right hand side here with Morgan. Morgan gets into the attacking third. He's waiting for options to arrive. Still Morgan plays it to his right with the overlapping run of Clare. It's played in deep and it's gathered by Heaton. Well, that's 2 breakaways in the last 5 minutes that have been caused by Anthony going for something flamboyant and it not paying off. Might have been a hint of offside from Clare there if that had gone in, but it didn't. 3 minutes was added, by the way, for added time at the start of that. We've had the first minute, and now here's McTominay in the centre circle, drops it to his left with Fred. It's a 1-2 back to McTominay, who passes the halfway line, plays it to the left wing, and Garnacho back into McTominay just to the left of the centre circle, plays it back onto the centre spot with Martinez, and now Maguire to the right of the centre circle, hits it again, that lovely floated ball out to the left. Garnacho takes it down in his stride, comes to the edge of the box, good touch on it from Clare to stop him getting into the box, and it's out for a throw-in. A minute and a half gone of the 3 added minutes. United 1, Charlton 0, live on Flash Score. Throw-in comes back to Fred, into McTominay, back to Maguire, now Fred again on the left-hand side, plays it forward to Mainu. Back to Martinez, and Mainu again. Martinez plays it to McTominay just in front of the centre circle, back onto the centre spot with Maguire. Maguire curls it out to the left hand side. Malaysia plays it to Garnacho and then goes on the run for the overlap. Garnacho plays it infield to Fred instead. 2 of the added minutes gone. Across to Maguire in the middle of the Charlton half, plays it right footed out to the right hand side for Anthony. Anthony steps inside Sessignon, comes across the edge of the box, drops it to McTominay, who's outside the D, back to Anthony, across to his left for Fred. 1-2 with Garnacho, Fred down the left with Malaysia. He's just being held outside the box here, back to Fred. Fred plays it square across to Anthony. Anthony comes towards the edge of the box, plays it into Wan-Bissaka on the edge, who chips it into the 6-yard box, and he's headed away. Malaysia picks it up inside the penalty spot, takes the touchdown, leaves it for Garnacho. Back to Malaysia, now back to McTominay. Fred on the edge of the D, tries to split the defence with the ball in for Malaysia, and that is hoofed away and headed back by Martinez, then headed away again by Clare, picked up by McTominay. 1-2 with Fred. There's Malaysia now. A lot of pressure on from Hobson. The referee says play on. And Charlton with the ball win a throw-in on the far side, but the 3 minutes has gone, and that will be the last action of the first half. The referee blows the half-time whistle, and it was a slow start to the half. Anthony scored with a curling effort 21 minutes in. Fred hit the post from a free kick a few minutes later, but Charlton in the last 10 minutes of that half showed what they can do. They did well, got up the pitch and started to close down. There was some good play from both sides. But so far, it is the favourites who go in with the lead at half-time at the break at Old Trafford. It's Manchester United 1, Charlton Athletic. Rebound in front of goal, but Charlton with some decent counter-attacks. We are now back underway, and Charlton get the ball up, and it's headed down nicely here. Do you know what? There's a half chance here for Charlton early in the second half. It's played across to the left and hit over the bar by Fraser, but that was nicely knocked down by Morgan. Long ball to him, he took it down, laid it off. And Charlton, I think, know that they've got to go for goal when they can, shoot on sight perhaps. But Morgan did well there. He's in between three red shirts and makes sure that he takes the touch down and laid it off. And Fraser, his touch took him wide of goal, and as he tried to adjust his body to hit it back across goal, he quite naturally got underneath it as well. And the chance is gone. But an early let-off there perhaps for United in this second half, because if his first touch had been better, we could well have seen the net bulge in there. United hit it long and Charlton hit it back long. Here's Wan-Bissaka down the right hand side. Anthony turns his man, tries to, he's been stopped by Sessegnon, and Anthony's seen him out, and it's a throw into Charlton. United win it back. Here's Martinez, comes through the middle of the United half, gets into the centre circle. Oh, that's a beautiful little 1-2 touch to get past Morgan. And then he runs into some traffic and the ball's cleared away, headed back by Maguire. That's a poor touch from Martinez and giving the ball away here to Charlton. Morgan turns it back to Innes. And now Clare looks to go down the right here with Morgan, who can't quite adjust himself, and the ball is out for a throw-in. Waiting for the ball boy here to get the ball to Malaysia. Incidentally, Dean Holden, I should say. Dean Morgan was a player who he played with at Chesterfield. Dean Holden was a ball boy at Old Trafford when he was a child. Well, he's now in the away dugout. Here's Martinez. Steps forward, plays it to Fred in the middle. Fred goes back to Maguire. Plays it into Fred. Fred goes down the left for Malaysia. Malaysia back to Garnacho. Into McTominay, and now Fred looks to play it across to the far side of the box and does. First touch ball in from Wan-Bissaka, and it's turned in, but I think the flag will be up here against Ilanga, and it is on the far side. It was a lovely ball from Fred. I think Wan-Bissaka should have known that his teammate was offside and not played that in. And do you know what? He's miles offside as well. Ilanga sweeps it in. I think even he knew with his stunted celebration that wasn't going to count. But Wan-Bissaka there could have gone for goal, could have cut it back or taken a touch. He had time and space there. And that was a bit of a waste from the United fullback. United head the clearance from the goalkeeper back where it came, and it's out for a throw-in now on this near side. Taken short, and it's a 1-2 back to Clare. Plays it down the line for Raksaki, and he's tripped by Malaysia, and this will be a free kick to Charlton. 5 minutes of the second half gone. United 1, Charlton 0. Still 1-0 in this quarter-final. Throw-in's taken down the right. It's a nice 1-2, which comes back to Clare, teaming up with Morgan, and it's Clare who loses the ball to Fred. Clearance is turned back to Charlton Athletic, and now in the centre circle is Ness. Ness plays it out to the left-hand side for Sessegnon. Sessegnon goes down the touchline, looking to try and release Raksaki, but it's turned away by Manchester United. And then down the right-hand side they go with Innes. Ball's out for a throw-in to United. Wan-Bissaka takes the throw-in. Headed back to him by Maguire. Back to Wan-Bissaka. Into Martinez. Forward to Fred. And Maguire. Throw-in taken. Hit away by Clare, so we picked up comfortably by Martinez. Oh, well, as I say that, he takes a touch to his left. He dithers on the ball. Lee Burn's there to close him down, and he just gets his feet in a muddle and puts the ball out for a throw-in under no real pressure. And now Charlton have a bit of a free hit. It's hit into the box after a short throw-in. Turned away by Maguire. Picked up, though, just before the halfway line here by Charlton. Sessegnon goes across midfield, drops it to the left-hand side. Decent run by Blackett-Taylor, wins a corner. Wan-Bissaka getting... Oh, it's actually a throw-in. I thought he got out for a corner. It's right by the corner flag. Sessegnon's going to take it. Ball comes in from the left and Fred puts a big boot out to stop it, and then it's turned away by a teammate, picked up in the middle by Clare, turns it out to Raksaki on the left hand side, and then Fred does well, bulldozes him down fairly, wins the ball and feeds it into Anthony, and there could be a breakaway on here for Manchester United. Anthony's got Elanga in the box if he can find him, gets to the edge of the box and turns away from goal. He's been forced back out here by Ness, the chance has gone. Anthony should have played it sooner. Still Anthony, drops it to Fred just outside the box, he threads it in, and that's a lovely ball in, and it's dropped. Oh, it was so close to dropping nicely for Elanga. He couldn't quite get there, and it's turned away. United pick it up on the halfway line. It's back with McTominay, and now Malaysia to his left, midway through the Charlton half. Goes back to Fred. Fred looks up, turns it out to the right hand side. And here's Anthony again, cuts inside, goes for another long distance strike, and it's wide of the far post, and there were better options available. He's got ability, Anthony, but he's got that arrogance as well about him. Big slide challenge there from Charlton, and then a ball, switch ball from the right to left, looking for Blackett-Taylor, is a little bit overhit, and it's out for a throw. And so Elanga was on the receiving end of a fair but painful challenge for absolutely nothing. He's back on his feet now, limping around. United on the balls. Maguire on the halfway line, drops it to the right hand side for Malaysia. It's a 1-2 down the line, and now back with Martinez, and Wan-Bissaka cuts in field, drops it to McTominay, across to Fred, who's just outside the D, goes to the left for Malaysia, considers the cross, and it's a 1-2 in the end with Wan-Bissaka, and he beautifully by Clare once again. 10 minutes into the second half, no goals since the restart. United still with that slender 1-0 lead, and while ever it's only a 1 goal, Charlton will have hope. Corner to be taken by Fred. Comes into the middle of the box. Martinez tries to flick it goalwards. He's not done that, but it will be picked up by Anthony on the far side of the box. Tries to cut behind his man, dinks it in. It's a poor ball, headed away. Fred might be able to pick this up, he can't. He's been out-muscled there by Innis. And down the right-hand side with Morgan. And it's played forward for Leeburn, who tries to release it quickly to Blackett-Taylor. It's intercepted by Maguire. Malaysia tries to play it forward, he's given it away. And now it does find Blackett-Taylor eventually. He's gone past Malaysia, gets into the box, chips it over to the far side. And it's turned behind by Martinez, who goes down holding his head. He's claiming that Raksaki's hit him with a foot there as he's tried to get the ball in. I actually think Blackett-Taylor was very close to winning the penalty here. He's a little bit too honest, perhaps. As he comes in, he kills this run into the box beautifully on the left, takes a touch around Malaysia. Malaysia slides in and doesn't win the ball. The ball has been chipped in, and then Blackett-Taylor skips over his legs. If he goes to ground there, he wins a penalty. That just shows the honesty of EFL clubs compared to Premier League clubs. The chance is gone, and United get us back underway from a goal kick. Maguire to the right hand side with Wan-Bissaka. Quick 1-2 with Mainu, who's sat now more as a defensive midfielder at the moment. A long ball over the top, looking to try and release Garnacho. It's ran to the goalkeeper, Maynard Brewer. until Charlton had been stopped and win a free kick. And Casemiro's being readied by Manchester United. I think they know that they're losing control of this game, and at 1-0 it's far too tight to risk. Free kick's taken. Comes in to Fraser. Out to Blackett-Taylor. To 1-2, but the back pass that comes back to him on the 2 is intercepted. Now United back in possession. Here's Ilanga, who's come back really deep here to help out the midfield. And United still struggling. It's played out to Malaysia on the left, and nearly just manages to get there before he's out for a throw. And then the referee pulls it back for a foul, which Dean Holden's absolutely ballistic about, as were his players. Not that it really mattered. United had escaped with the ball anyway. And this break in play now will bring about a substitution. And it's the debutant Mainu who makes way. Casemiro will come on for him. Christian Eriksen's also going to be introduced here, replacing Anthony, who for me has had a poor game today. He scored the goal and it was a good goal, but he's made so many mistakes and given the ball away so many times, and he's shot when he should have passed, and you just feel that actually his decision making stopped them being 3 or 4 goals up today. Marcus Rashford is also going to come on. It's a triple change here for United. So Rashford, Eriksen and Casemiro all on. Anthony and Mainu coming off. Who's going to be the third substitution off here for Manchester United? There's also a Charlton change taking place right now, and it's Blackett-Taylor who comes off, and it's O'Connell who is coming on. So 4 changes there. There's just the one that we didn't quite see there, who left for Manchester United in that triple change. Eriksen, Casemiro and Rashford on. Mainu, Anthony off. And one more. Try and find out as quickly as I can who it was. And there's a foul here on Claire. In fact, the foul was from Claire. Him and Garnacho collided, but it's gone United's way. Still waiting to see confirmation of who that third change was. United are offside from the free kick. I'm now at the stage where I'm literally going through every player one at a time to see if I can see them on the pitch. .62 minutes played, 1-0 it remains. Fred. Fred was the other player to come off. We finally had confirmation. Well, there we go. It only took them a minute and a half. Malaysia throws it down. Martinez, 1, 2, 3 between the two players. And then a long left boot forward. And I don't even know who that was aimed at, but it's gone straight to the Charlton goalkeeper, Maynard Brewer. Well, this is the 7th home draw in a row for Manchester United. And of course, if they do win this, which as it stands they're going to do, it's a 2-legged affair, and then it's a neutral ground anyway. Here come Charlton. It's played down the right-hand side here for Claire. And Claire twisting and turning, trying to get round his man. He plays it down the wing. And Innes Turns it back to O'Connell. And now on the left-hand side here with Sessegnon. Back to Ness and down the line again for Sessegnon. His touch was heavy. Just a reminder, if the game was to finish level, if Charlton find a way back, then it will go straight to penalties, this one. Extra time will only be used in the semi-finals and the final, if necessary. Being fouled, and Manchester United break away with the ball. It's a lovely ball down the left-hand side for Garnacho. He was one-on-one, but it's a good recovery and run. Curling shot pushed away. Good save. Shot could have been a little bit more clinical, but a decent save that by Maynard Brewer. Trying to get out of the corner here, Charlton, following that save. They've given away a throw-in just outside the box. Casemiro.